शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। ॐ नमो भगवते वैवस्वताय। ब्रह्मविद्याचार्याय नचिकेतसे च मृत्युवे पराञ्चिखानि व्यतृणत्स्वयम्भुः तस्मात् परां पश्यति नान्तरात्मन् कश्चिद्धीरः प्रत्यगात्मानमैक्षत् आवृत्तचक्षुरमृतत्वमिच्छन् पराचः कामान् अनुयन्ति बालाः ते मृत्योर्यन्ति विततस्य पाशम् अथ धीरा अमृतत्वं विदित्वा ध्रुवम् अध्रुवेष्विह न प्रार्थयन्ते येन रूपं रसं गन्धं शब्दान् स्पर्शांश्च मैथुनान् एतेनैव विजानाति किमत्र परिशिष्यते। स्वप्नान्तं जागरितान्तं चोभौ येनानुपश्यति महान्तं विभुमात्मानं मत्वा धीरो न शोचति। यैमं मध्वदं वेद आत्मानं जीवमन्तिकात् ईशानं भूतभव्यस्य न ततो विजुगुप्सते। एतद्वै तत्। See, when you say madhvadam, karma phala bhoktaram, that implies karma kartaram also, because one has to exhaust karma phala provided he or she has done it. When you say bhokta, that means karta also. He is a karta as well as bhokta. That is jiva. Another definition of jiva is karta bhokta, or one who holds prana. That is the self-identity at the moment. He or she becomes karta bhokta. Now, when you say karta bhokta, to exhaust karma phala, you require sthula and sukshma sharira. Sthula sharira as an abode, house to reside, and sukshma sharira as a sadhanani. So when you say madhvadam, That means karta bhokta, that means sthula sukshma sharirvan. That means subject to birth and death, jivatma. Jivatma is always subject to birth and death. These karma phalas are not finite. Karmas are also infinite and phalas are also infinite, pending in the account of jivatma. So, often going through the cycle of birth and death, punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam. Hey, jiva. If that is the case, what is his character? Jiva will be always afraid. Of what? At least vruddhavastha and death and pain and agonies that goes with the birth and death. Between the janma and marana, it is all the way dukkham. So there is a bhayam, fear of apprehension of dukkha coming to me. Now when that fellow knows himself to be Ishanam Bhutabhavyas, means knows itself to be Ishvara. Na vijugupsate, becomes free from fear. As I told you earlier, fear is always from something other than me. Or fear is for something losing. I will lose my money, lose my power. Now, all the politicians are in great fear nowadays, especially member of parliaments, because will I get the ticket or not? And suddenly, overnight, they become devotee of Swamiji. Suddenly, they find out my Janma Patrika from the social media, they find it out and come. Fear. That is upaditaha fear. Either fear is regarding self-esteem, my position, my ideal I and actual I. He has projected himself to be Sattadhisha, ruler, had one term, or MP or MLA or minister. Now can't accept that I know about Sattadhisha. That I must be this, self-right subjectivity. Jivatma's subjectivity causes fear, subjectivity regarding self-image. I should be respected in this way only. I should have so many followers. These social media fellows, YouTubers and bloggers and fellows Instagrammers have this problem. Every day they have to put something new. Something, nothing is, then make face and write something, Put something on the social media so that my followers continue following me. Ideal I, the subjective picture of the subjective I creates fear. I am afraid. You are not afraid of anything outside, but that can hit, anything that can hit or create a dent or a scratch in my image of ideal I, then there is a fear. Some people have fear because of hurts and guilts of the past, what they did by error or deliberately, for whatever reason. So all kinds of fear are there with Jiva. As long as Jiva takes itself to be limited, then there is ideal I, that is who is relatively limitless. I must have this much money, this vehicle, this car, and this position, and this perfume, and this shopping, and blah, 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 blah. Self-image. When it knows itself to be Ishanam Bhutabhavyasya, I am everything, it is Purna. Being Purna, there is no question of fear. Tato na vijugupsate. Now, that Ishvara, you see, they, as I said in the last class, they give double message. Ishvara is watching you. If you are not faithful, it will punish you. At the same time, they keep telling Bhagavan loves you. God loves you. The modern man has a question, what kind of love it is? If he loves, why I will lose my business? If Bhagavan loves, why this, all kinds of issues they have. So, and then, no, you have to pray him, he is not happy with you. This is all Christian thinking. And then he will bestow the grace. As I said, he doesn't bestow graces selectively. If he is selective, then how can all be his children? We are children of God. In Gujarati they say, all 5 fingers are same. For a parent, all the children are same. So if all of us are children of God, because he happens to be father in heaven, not local, heaven, and that too without mother. I don't know how he became father. Must have some American father. Then they can become father without mother and mother without father also. Both ways possible. He is a father in heaven without mother and has a son also, who is a savior. I don't know, I told you or not, there is a thinking that you are sinner by birth because you are born to parents. That Adam and Eve were told not to beget children, not to eat that apple. I don't know what kind of apple it was. It must be something medicated. So, and they ate and got children. So they committed sin. They defied the order of Bhagavan. So all of us, human beings, the first father and mother, are sinner. That sin is coming down. In the judicial language, it is called vicarious liability. He committed sin. I have not committed. I am not married. Still I am sinner. Vicarious. This argument will not hold in any court of law in any country. And we have classic example. There was one Don Dawood Ibrahim. He is an international mafia fellow. He ran away from here and stayed in Pakistan and Dubai. But his sister and brother still live in India. Just because he committed crime, you cannot punish the sisters. Now when Adam was born, I don't know. And who was Eve, I don't know. I still have a contention whether Adam and Eve are my parents or your parents only. Because our Shastra tells we are children of Rishis, our Gotra Pravartakaha. And modern science says this Darwinian theory, they come from chimpanzees. So, well, once I tell we are sons and daughters of Rishis, one guy said, no, we are from chimpanzees and monkeys. I said, you need not tell. I can make out without your telling from your conduct. Since they committed that sin, we are sinners. Somehow God was kind. He sent somebody as a savior. Therefore they write Jesus the Savior. On a Good Friday, he gave a message, I'll come again, provided you make all Christian, convert some more. Yeah, whatever it is. So, Pujya Swamiji, in one of the live interviews on New Year Eve, was asked, what Swami in US, what is your prayer for New Year's? He said, oh God, save us from the saviors. Save us from the Savior. That Ishvara who is punishing you. Just because you are born. And it says that Ishvara loves you. Conflict message. This doesn't work. If Ishvara loves you and punishes you, He doesn't punish. As I told you, they say Bhagavan papi ko saja deta. Bhagavan punishes sinner. It's a figurative. What it punishes is the law. You say police punishes the sinner. Police has nothing to do personally. They are meant to enforce the law. This is the law is, as you throw the ball, it will come down. That's it. So the laws punishes you. I said karma phala is inbuilt in karma. Moment you start karma, karma phala starts unfolding. So that is Ishvara. And when I know myself as Ishvara, Antike, doesn't mean you become Ishvara as a karma phala data. No, you can't give karma phala to your wife. What are you talking of becoming Ishvara? You can't become Ishvara. It means I know that consciousness that is me is same as Ishvara. When Ishvara says, I am Ishvara, and I say, I am Jethalal Champaklal, that I am is consciousness. All that is imputed, superimposed because of identification with Upadhi. So Ishvara has Maya Upadhi, so he says, I am Ishvara. You have this limited Upadhi, so you say this is what, but that consciousness being same. When a wise person says, I am Ishvara, it is not upadhitaha, not in terms of attributes, not in terms of power or knowledge, etc. Swarupata, in terms of nature, consciousness, and therefore navi jugupsate. Why? Jugupsa, fear, or protection is there always from someone else. Aham purna. I am limitless. There are many in me, but that many is only apparent. This consciousness alone becomes as though many. And therefore, I have nothing to be afraid of. Purnatvad. Okay? Atmanaha purnatvad na vijugupsate. And earlier it was said in the previous mantra, Mahantam vibhumatman. That limitless self. Limitless in terms of time and space, and vibhu in objectivity also. Everything in every form, it is that only. It is everywhere, at all the times, and all the way it is there. Like gold is vibhu, vividena bhati. Whether just 5 gram nose ring is there or 5 kg necklace is there. It is whatever is because of the gold. I am everywhere in all the forms. All the forms are my expression. Therefore, dvaita bhavat na vijugupsate. There is no fear, there is no need to protect myself. That doesn't mean wise men will go to a pond and stand for crocodile to come. I am not afraid. Come. Go to lion cage and stand there. I am not afraid. Upadhita, you have to accept Upadhi Maryada. You see, the fear centered on I is not there. The fear Upadhi limitations will be there. And that is like that story, these kings, they always support all Mahatmas, all religion. All gurus feel that the king favors me. I am very close to king. Narendra Modi does the same thing. They all tell me, Swamiji, I had been and he really listened to me. I said, yeah, I know. Very good, very good. But I know whom he listens. So there were the Dvaitin and Visishta Dvaitin. They are always telling something improper about Advaitin fellow, who was telling everything is one and all that. And Vedanta is very logical. So king always had little slight favor or partiality toward this fellow. He loved to listen, that Vedantic scholar. Once the king went on, you can say, vacation, like, let's go for some excursion in the forest. And they went. So, and they had pitched a tent somewhere, and suddenly noise came. Okay, elephant has gone mad. So all were there, king was there, all pandits, satsang was going on. And the shout came, run! There is a mad elephant coming. The first person to run was Vedanta. So all of them ran for life. Because when you study Vedanta, you become sharp. There is a lot of logic in it. Because argument, Purva-paksha, Siddhanta, your very observation becomes sharp, your analysis becomes subtle. Because drashyate tvagreya buddhya sukshmaya sukshma dashtibhi. So he went and he went in the right direction. And elephant went away. The king said, let's have satsanga. Then all of them said, did you see? Raja said, what? This fellow who is talking, tatona vijugupsate, ran first. He is not afraid. The Raja said, hey, did you do that? He said, who says? I never ran, body ran. I am an elephant also. That body has limitations. Just as you have to eat and I have to eat. As long as prarabdha is there, if everything is Brahman, why do we eat? Who is eating? These arguments people make. If you know everything is Brahman, you are everywhere, walk through the wall. I don't want to break my head. Why should I walk through the wall? Because you are not there, you are in this room. I am not here, there also. The consciousness is everywhere. This is cognitive. And physical or upadhi limitations will be there. There's Sanskrit story. Gajopi mithya, davanapi mithya. Elephant is also mithya. Who says elephant? Like that. They say, if it is everything, why don't you eat stones? Because it is Brahman. Eat some stone. Once fellow was telling, I said, yes, I will eat stone. You accept everything is Brahman? He said, yes. Then give me all your money. Upadhi, abhayam, as therefore I said, the identification with physio-psycho complex and fear born of the sense of limitation is missing. Upadhi rakshanam is to be done. As long as there is a prarabdha, it is to be done. Okay? Even this sukha dukkha will be there. Body will have disease, pain and things like that. So mind will also have it. But I am Sakshi, I am consciousness, and that Upadhi has its own dharma. Like Ramana Maharshi said, he had a cancer. Somebody just came and tried to sympathize and make him feel good. Oh, it's so bad that you have cancer, blah, blah, blah. Who says I have cancer? Body has a cancer and I happen to will the body, that's a separate issue. The body has a cancer, I am consciousness, I have no cancer. Don't worry. So that's a difference. Okay? So, Navijugupsate. Now further, he continues next mantra. Yah purvam tapaso jatam adbyah purvamajayata guham pravishya tishthantam yo bhute bhirvyapashyata etadvaitat yah purvam tapaso jatam adbyah purvamajayata guham pravishya tishthantam yo bhute bhirvyapashyata etadvaitat. Yaha, what that is vaitat, what you have asked for. Last one. Etat, this indeed is that vastu. What vastu which I am telling Yaha, that. Tapasaha purvam jataha, who was born before. Purvam, tapasaha. Tapas, you can say Brahmaji, who was born before Brahmaji. Yaha adbyaha purvam ajayat, that was born before up means water, plural, adbyaha, waters, who was born before Brahmaji. He is the one who was born before water. That was to guham pravishya, having entered into cave. Tishthantam, he abides in the cave. Yaha bhute bihi vyapashyat. Bhute bihi, bhutaihi, guham pravishya, having entered the caves of all living beings, jivas, who resides there, and one who sees that, that is the truth, and that is what you are. Okay? He knows him to a characteristic, what he is, what you need to, what he knows. First is tapasaha purvam ajayat, born before, in the beginning, from tapas. Now, here it is prakriti prakriya. The process of creation is taken into consideration and explain the identity between individual and total. That's all the idea is here. What is the process of creation? We have mentioned earlier also. First of all, it is not that before the world was not there. It was there in unmanifest form, seed form. And now it is manifest form. Then it will go back to seed form again. The cyclic, creation is cyclic. So it is not that on such and such a date it began. People have questioned, which was the first creation? What is the date of creation? But the date is possible provided there is a time created. So time itself is dissolved and time itself is relative. Kala, Ganana, counting the time, In heaven is different, in Brahma Loka also is different, and human Manusya Loka is different. The Shastra says our 100 years is one day in heaven, and another 100 years is one night. So date change in heaven takes place after 200 years. You say, oh, so long. No, this can be imagination, etc. It is logically possible. All these flies, they are born in India. When in monsoon, there is flying bees are born, makoda, urta, ant type of thing. In the monsoon, when you switch on the light, they are born. And after some time, they will drop the wings and die. So within 3-4 hours, there 10 generations die. They die up, they're so short-lived fellows. They must be thinking that some Paramatma ant must be taking a camp and telling the devotees, this Manusya Loka life is 100 years of our life, equal to their one day. For them, our life of 8 years, when they survive only for some minutes, sometimes hours, 1-2 hours, how many generations pass by in our one day? Time is relative. The time is not there, and you are asking when the creation was born. So, there is Utpatti Kalaha Nasti. I explained to you which clock decides the creation. When the dissolution has taken place, pralaya has taken place, clock of time is ticking. Yesterday or day before I said, Saeva Jivaha Swapiti Prabuddhaha. You are woken up from sleep. What for? Karma phal bhogva. Saeva Jiva Swapiti Prabuddhaha. Why? Punascha Janmantara Karma Yoga. You are woken up. And karma got over. Some people don't wake up. They slip into sleep. Or they sleep or they wake up in different loka. They slept over here but they wake up different. Karma yoga. The connection of karma makes you up. So that clock of karma is ticking at Plaraya. So where is time? Creation is there from beginningless time. It got dissolved now. How creation takes place? Just a prakriya. To explain that it is only one vastu. Tatparya of describing Srishti is not to tell you how it is created. Tatparya or the essence of describing creation is you are that vastu. Ekatmata. Nothing else. So before the creation takes place, there is a desire, thought, yes, I should create. That iti kartavyata should come. So Ishvara also should desire, I think I should create now. What for? This clock of karma phala ticking. It is ripened now and I have to create. So kamayat bahusyam prajayeti satapotapyat satapastaptva idagum sarvamasrujat. A thought comes. Then the creation is in the form of subtle form, in the form of vision of the Creator. As I mentioned, architect deciding to design a building, then one day he gets charged to draw. So the whole building in his mind, and he puts it on pen. Somebody cuts it and it's pasted so that you know this is how the building will look. But first the astitva, existence of that building was in the form of thought, in the form of knowledge. Okay? So Bhagavan, the Ishvara, who is one with all the karmas, seeds and all jivatmas, before creation he assumes at the state, he assumes or he is imposed, we superimposed the status of Hiranyagarbha on Ishvara. Yah purvam tapaso jataha. What does jataha? What purvam? Tapasaha purvam jataha. Tapas is in here Brahmaji. Because, or knowledge, or gnanam. One who is before Brahmaji means Hiranyagarbha. As tapas or as Brahmaji, both can be taken. One who is born as Brahmaji, Hiranyagarbha, and who is before Panchamahabhutas. So Sukshma Panchamahabhutas are also not born. They are still there. In a seed form. When you wake up, there is a better example. Your computer screen. You put this computer on power saver mode. Or it automatically gets into power saver mode after 2 minutes or whatever you have mentioned. On the screen, all the files are there. Many files are there. C drive or D drive, whatever you kept. Then you click on one folder, 10 files come. Sometimes there is a folder in the folder also. So many folders. Like that, he must be Jagadamba's Bhagat. Mataji's Bhagat. Kankavati Nagari, usme Manchhavati Nagari, usme Champavati Nagari. Folder mein folder, usme bhi folder rakhte hain log. They have that. So whole thing is in subtle form. Then you wake up, and you touch the computer, this is it. Similarly, when you wake up, all your thoughts, all your emotions and memory and knowledge and everything is come out. Screen, power barrier. Then you click on one file and open and start doing business. That is what first there is whole thing, and suddenly you decide, yes, this thing I have not attended yesterday, I should attend now. That is opening a specific file. Everything is in subtle form. The samasti subtle is Hiranyagarbha. All subtle put together is Hiranyagarbha. Okay? Jnanadi lakshanat brahmanaha jatam purvam prasamam. Brahmaji is karta, sula karta. He is, and tapasaha, you understand? So in Shastra, tapas is mentioned. There is a mention that Bhagavan is doing tapas as Narayan. Or there is a mention, Satapo tapyata, Satapas taptva. Brahmaji did tapas and then did the srushti. It is mentioned for so many years. What tapas here means? Tapasa means gnanam. Gnana lakshanam tapaha. Penance in terms of knowledge. And then whole thing is visualized. This is how I am going to create. Sankalpa, samasti sankalpa takes place. And that sankalpa, in accordance with the sankalpa, srushti takes place. That Hiranyagarbha. And for creation you need Panchamahabhutas. He says the sankalpa is done even before you are born. Panchamahabhutas are born. Purvam advyaha ajayat. He was born before Advya. Jalam means all Mahabhutas. Akash, Vayu, Agni, Jala and Prithvi. All five Mahabhutas are not there. That is Purvam, Ajayata, Utpannaha. And he says, Shankaracharya ji says, to enter Guham Pravishya. He entered into Guha, means subtle body. But to enter body should be there. Or for subtle body there should be gross body. The Bhagavan says, Dehadi Sharirani Utpadya. He created different bodies, different yonis. And then he entered into this yoni. How? Hridaya Akasham Pravishya Tishthantam. In Hridaya Akasha, he entered into that Hridaya Akasha, which is cave. This you need to understand. Guham Pravishya. What is a cave? Why? First of all, Hridaya Akasha. There is no real Akasha here. Atma is inside. So they draw a picture, and there is a heart, and inside there is light. They show Atma is inside. Actually, light should be flickering. Swasa is going on. But they say only light. It is in the cave, Hridaya. Bhagavan is in Hridaya. Hridaya or buddhi or manas primarily mean antahkaranam. He has entered into where? Antahkaranam. Why it is called Hridayam entering into Hridaya? Why it is called you should, that is hidden and cave? Two reasons. अंतःकरण में हृदय गुफा में है. Cave implies darkness. That means vastu is there, but you are not seeing it. You are not seeing it. Darkness is a synonym or a symbol of ignorance. And what removes ignorance is that which removes darkness. What removes darkness? Light. There may be darkness of 5,000 years old. The archaeologists discovered the only site now underneath this apartment. And we want to say that this darkness can go bust just by one matchstick. You can shoot the darkness with 303 or AK-57. Nothing affects. Darkness goes by light. One matchstick is enough to see that. Similarly, light means knowledge and darkness means ignorance. Ignorance caused this feeling that Guham Pravishya. He has entered into Guha. So Hiranyagarbha is your Atma. These three verses tell this. Earlier verse he said Ishvara is your Atma. Now he says Hiranyagarbha is Atma. And furthermore he will say Karana Sharirani Bhevani Prajna is also your Atma. It is you only who manifest that. So Pravishyam Tishthanti, he is entered and stays. You are that. And that is what He Nasiketa Etadvaitate, what you has asked for from me. That Anyatra Dharmad, that Dharma Para, Kartavya Para, Karmafala Para, that Brahman is there, it is my nature and it is me. That is what I have to tell you. It is your nature, it is you. Don't look for Brahman somewhere else outside. Not Hiranyagarbha, nor in Ishvara. It is you that is Ishvara, that is explained. And Guha, as I said, Buddhi is a seat of Ahankara. Aham Vritti is in Buddhi. That Aham Vritti is always clouded by ignorance. Therefore it is called Guha. In spite of seeing, he doesn't say. Shankaracharya says in Bhajagovindam. Bhajagovindam, he says, Pashyannapi sana pashyati mudaha. Having seen also, muda doesn't see. That is mudatva. And that mudatva is there here, and therefore buddhi is called guha. It's a figurative usage. Don't think there is real guha and there is some light going on. I have to watch the light and I will be krutakrutya. No. There is hriday, and hriday means antakaranam. Buddhi, etc. is guha. Because the self is available because of whom all pravritti takes place. All kind of karmendriyanis can work. Now, that prana is necessary. But ultimate truth of the prana is fire. It is not that darkness is created. It is from beginningless time. Ignorance is never created. It is from beginning. Knowledge, once come, doesn't go. Light it away, delete it. So, buddhi endowed with self-ignorance is called cave. Figurative. Inside the cave, and people take it literally. There is Atma Jyotihi, so they thought there is some light inside, and they tried to see that light, and there is no light inside. You are tube light, that's all. You didn't understand what the teacher says, and our teacher is tube light. He doesn't know what he is talking. And Gufa is not there, light is not there. It is purely ignorance and knowledge. We'll see next mantra later. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari